In this slide, we are discussing CVE 2024-8504, which is a shell command injection vulnerability found in VICIdial. This is considered critical. This particular vulnerability allows threat actors to execute arbitrary shell commands. Understanding the nature and implications of this vulnerability is vital for anyone responsible for managing or securing VICIdial systems, as it may pose substantial risks, including the potential for unauthorized access and manipulation of data systems. We'll explore how this vulnerability can be exploited and what this means for affected systems. This slide provides an overview of CVE 2024-8504, a serious shell command injection vulnerability that can lead to arbitrary command execution as root. This vulnerability affects VICIdial software versions prior to the latest patch and is rated with a CVSS score of 8.8, signifying high severity. The potential risks associated with this vulnerability include full system compromise, unauthorized access to data, and privilege escalation. It's critical for organizations utilizing VICIdial to understand these risks to ensure the security and integrity of their systems. On this slide, we are focusing on identifying who is most affected by the CVE 2024-8504 vulnerability. VICIdial users should be particularly attentive, especially if they are operating versions prior to the latest patch. Call centers, which prominently utilize this platform, are at significant risk. The global footprint of VICIdial, with over 14,000 installations worldwide, underscores the importance of understanding the potential impact. The repercussions of this vulnerability go beyond immediate system compromise. It poses serious threats to data integrity and privacy, as highlighted by securityonline.info. It is crucial for users within these environments to assess their systems and apply necessary measures to mitigate the risks associated with this vulnerability. In this slide, we focus on the exploitation methods associated with the vulnerability in VICIdial. Attackers with authenticated access can execute shell commands as root. This vulnerability can work in tandem with CVE-2024-8504, a SQL injection issue, to potentially gain full control over the system. For example, using the SQL injection mode, a command can be executed through pythonexploit.py, https example.org. For a remote code execution, attackers might use pythonexploit.bbu htexample.org at WH web server IP. To protect against such attacks, it's advised to minimize network exposure and control the access to the interface diligently. Maintaining these security practices is essential for safeguarding against these exploitation methods. To address the issue identified as CVE 2024-8504, first ensure you install the necessary patches from the latest version of VICIdial. It's important to note that revision 3848, released on July 8, 2024, specifically tackles this vulnerability. To further bolster your security, restrict system access strictly to known, trusted users. Utilize logs and supplementary software to monitor for any irregular activities. Additionally, implementing network firewall rules and conducting regular vulnerability scans will strengthen your security posture. These steps will help in mitigating potential threats and securing your infrastructure. In this slide, we explore an exploitation scenario typical in cybersecurity threats, where attackers chain vulnerabilities from SQL injection to achieve remote code execution. They often leverage tools readily available in the open-source community, such as those written in Python, to exploit these weaknesses. To mitigate such risks, ensure your systems are running a secure version of VICIdial. Incorporating an educational initiative for users about the importance of security best practices is also vital. Regularly applying security patches is a key step to maintaining resilience against evolving attacks. The urgency in addressing these vulnerabilities cannot be overstated, as emphasized by the quote, "Prompt action is crucial. Delay can lead to disastrous outcomes." It's essential to be proactive in our defense strategies to prevent severe consequences. In this slide, we focus on the references and resources that are instrumental for further understanding and research on the topic discussed. The National Vulnerability Database, or NVD, serves as a primary resource for identifying and understanding vulnerabilities. GitHub exploit details offer practical insights into specific exploit scenarios, which can be valuable for security professionals and developers alike. Additionally, a related security blog post can provide updated analyses and expert viewpoints on emerging threats and mitigation strategies. Finally, for those seeking in-depth threat intelligence, CVE is an exceptional resource. These references are foundational for expanding your knowledge and keeping up to date on the latest security challenges and solutions. In conclusion, the vulnerability we've discussed presents significant risks to both security and data integrity. It's imperative to address these through timely patch updates and strategic network adjustments. Moving forward, continual software updates are essential, along with conducting regular security audits to ensure systems are safeguarded against potential threats. Adopting a proactive approach in security pipelines can drastically reduce the likelihood of breaches, enhancing the overall security posture.